Hi everybody, what I'm making this video so I can give you some feedback about the assignment one. So the first thing I will say, if I have this thing, many people have this created py file, not everybody, but most of some of the people, and what they do is to run the Python, they double click here in Windows and it doesn't stop. Like you see that it never stopped. I couldn't see. I can go to the here I can edit on idle and it will open an idle. I can see that it has something like the one of the basic thing you can do to stop if you want to run in that way is just otherwise, like no, normally what I would do is run is to just control S save and press F5 to run. You can also run from here, like run module, which is F5. Just click F5, so it will run here and it will give the output result of whatever the output going on. The other way you can do is that just you take the input from user. So if you take the input from user here, let's say not input, and say, or I will say press enter to exit. So I'm not taking any input, but I'm just asking the system to take an input. So in that way it will not store this value anyway, but it will stop the print will stop here, and unless I print the enter button I will not exit. So I save Control S, and now I will run it from here like this. If I double click it, it will stop here. It gave me the output here and it's telling me to exit. So enter. Although I will not recommend this way, the double click, I will still ask you to run it from here, like F5 here. If I press F5 here, it should, here also it is not exiting unless I press enter. So that was one thing. The other thing which I will say is, uh, you already know that you can start idle from here, and you can have more than two idles installed, like Python 2. This is Python 2 and this is Python 3, but we are using Python 3, so we can use, I'm using this one, and I can open a file, and I have to store value, stores my file somewhere, which I know everything, but I will use recently, which I used one of these, so I'm using Autodesk. The other thing which I wanted to know, let you know, is that like for the question one, we wanted to have the foreign height value, and so for taking the input for foreign height value, I can use this, like f is equal to, please enter value. I don't know if my spellings are correct, but you can put a colon and space here, so uh, the user has a space to input the value. So now the thing is, like, if you take the input, if you have already seen here, when I gave started input and I started the parenthesis, it told me that input and takes a prompt. So this is a prompt which I'm giving it, and it also says this arrow key and this says string, means that the value inside the f will be a string, it will not be an input, but I need a number. So what some people have done is that they take some value, and then what they do is that they define another variable like degree f, and which is equal to int of f. And you can also see that int is a function which takes some value and returns the integer value of that. You can also give the base value, but we don't need the base value right now. So we are giving some variable to it and it will return the integer value of it. And that's happening. And on my now degree f is, you can also see here also, if you want to print, I will say type. I use the type function. Type is a function which takes a value and returns the object type, like what type is this. So I will say like what is the type of f right now, and I can also here say type of variable f, and I should give a space here, so the this value and this string has space in between. And I can also just put a comma here. This means that print this, and after this print this. So this is one thing. And then I also need to print the value of print the type of, I want to know the type of degree f. What is the value of type of degree f? F. Control S, save, and F5. It says it is enter value. I will say 12. The type of f is class string, so f is string and degree f is int. What I can do is that instead of making these two lines, I can have only one line, and I can delete this, and I can have wrap this one into integer. Most of people have done this, but some people missed it, so I just wanted to give them a feedback that you can do this. So instead of two lines, you can have this in one line. And now I don't have degree f, so I can just comment it out that I'm not using it. F5, I will say again let's say 2, and it says int. Now my f is int, not a string. But the other thing which I wanted to give you a feedback about is that the name of variables, like now my variable name is f, and if I give this code to somebody else, because I have this line which says that please enter the value of Fahrenheit, so he can know that f means Fahrenheit. But otherwise there's no way for me to find out that f is a Fahrenheit, or f is a variable which will take the value of Fahrenheit. So the better approach is to give one comment and say, I will say f is a variable that has the value of Fahrenheit. Don't my spelling might be wrong, so I am just, so this is what's happening. And you should do this. But the other approach is that you should name your variables which are very descriptive, so they should describe by themselves, like what is this value. So I can name this as Fahrenheit, and or I can even give it more valuable Fahrenheit value. But I will take this value, so I will still give the comment so that it describes what the thing. The other thing is that you can also have another type of comment which is called the uh, sometimes it's called the uh, more detailed comment, and it can help you out. But I will here I have like three uh, quotes, and in here I say that this is, I will like this type of comment is mostly for extended description, like you are describing the whole program what you are doing. So I'll say this I can say like this is part one of my assignment, and then I will also describe it all the way, like what my program will do, everything. So, and you can also have this type of comment in multi lines. So this comment, the hash is only for one line, single line, but you can have triple quotes which will give you all the lines between starting of triple quotes and ending of triple quotes will have uh, multiple lines of code. So I can like even give something here, and that will also be my part of my comment. So you should also take this into your focus and keep those comments. And you can have also have an author name here, you can have assignment name here, you should have other description if you want to have. So you should, these are good practices for grammar practices, so you should do this and follow this. Hopefully this gave you some comments, and if you still have any question, let me know. Thank you.